Let's continue with the revision of upper limb part 2. Here what are the muscles in the front of forearm? All the flexor muscle takes origin from common flexor origin from medial epicondyle of humerus. So the muscles are pronator teres, flexor carpi radialis, and this is palmaris longus. This palmaris longus muscle has a short belly and long tendon. The morphological significance of this muscle is it becomes palmar aponeurosis. Next we have flexor digitorum superficialis. Next is flexor carpi ulnaris, which is attached to pisiform bone. So the deep muscles are flexor digitorum profundus, and this horizontal muscle is pronator quadratus. Then to the thumb it is flexor pollicis longus. So how many muscles are present in front of forearm? We have totally 8 muscles, 5 of them superficial, 3 deep. 5 superficial are pronator teres, flexor carpi radialis, palmaris longus, flexor digitorum superficialis, flexor carpi ulnaris. And the 3 deep muscles are flexor pollicis longus, pronator quadratus, flexor digitorum profundus. Now what is the nerve of front of forearm? It is median nerve, because out of 8 muscle, 6.5 muscles is supplied by median nerve. This median nerve gives a deep branch called anterior interosseous branch, which supplies the deep muscles of the front of forearm. So among superficial muscle we can see, except flexor carpi ulnaris, everything is supplied by median nerve. Deep muscle, except half of flexor digitorum profundus, other muscles are supplied by median nerve. So totally 6.5 muscles. So what are the muscle left? Remaining 1.5, that is flexor carpi ulnaris, and remaining half of flexor digitorum profundus. These 1.5 is supplied by ulnar nerve. So majority of the nerve in the front of forearm is supplied by median nerve. Now let's talk about these structures which we have seen in the front of forearm, how it passes through the flexor retinaculum. There is a thick shaped band present in the front of forearm called flexor retinaculum. Few structure passes beneath it and few of them passes above it. Now what is the attachment of flexor retinaculum? It is attached to 4 carpal bones on the sides, that is scaphoid and trapezium laterally, pisiform and hamate medially. So this is the attachment of flexor retinaculum: tubercle of scaphoid, crest of trapezium, pisiform and hook of hamate. Here we should know, except this muscle, that is palmaris longus, all other muscle passes deep to flexor retinaculum. And flexor carpi ulnaris, it just goes out of flexor retinaculum medially. So we can draw palmaris longus. It is a short belly with long tendon. The muscle crosses in front of flexor retinaculum and becomes palmar aponeurosis in the palm. Rest of all the muscle goes deep. What are the other structures? Here we can see this flexor carpi ulnaris muscle, which is attached to pisiform bone. It goes just medial to the flexor retinaculum. So now what are the structure which passes superficial to the flexor retinaculum? So it is palmaris longus muscle. Then we have palmar cutaneous branch of 2 nerve, that is median nerve and ulnar nerve. Palmar cutaneous branch of median nerve Palmar cutaneous branch of ulnar nerve. And we have very important structure which passes superficially. It is ulnar artery and ulnar nerve. So ulnar vessels and ulnar nerve passes superficial to the flexor retinaculum. In the palm, it just passes beneath the ligament. It is a slip from flexor retinaculum. The ligament is called ulnar carpal ligament, and this ligament forms a canal just beneath it called Gaines canal. So this ulnar vessels and nerves passes Gaines canal. Now what are the structure which passes deep to flexor retinaculum? So rest of all the muscles, flexor carpi radialis, flexor digitorum superficialis, flexor digitorum profundus, flexor pollicis longus. And along with that we have two bursa, radial bursa and ulnar bursa. The very important structure which passes beneath is median nerve. So when this median nerve gets trapped beneath the flexor retinaculum, it is called carpal tunnel syndrome. There is a tunnel just below the flexor retinaculum called carpal tunnel. So what are the symptoms? When the nerve gets compressed, it leads to wasting of thenar eminence muscle, and it affects lateral two lumbricals. The cutaneous innervation is affected in the lateral 3.5 digits and lateral part of the palm. So this is called aphthum deformity. Now moving on to back of forearm. So here back of forearm we have 12 muscles. So this is radius, the lateral bone and ulna, and just below that we have 8 carpal bones. And in the extensor compartment we have attachment of extensor retinaculum. So this extensor retinaculum holds all the extensor muscles in position. They pass through dorsal tubercle of Lister's groove, which divides the extensor compartment into extensor retinaculum into 6 compartments. So this is the first compartment. We can say this is snuff box. The lateral boundary of snuff box becomes the first compartment muscle. The medial boundary of snuff box becomes third compartment muscle. First and third forms the boundaries of anatomical snuff box. So what are the muscle which passes through the first compartment? We have two muscle, abductor pollicis longus and extensor pollicis brevis. The medial boundary of snuff box is third compartment, that is called extensor pollicis longus. Between first and third compartment, the second compartment gives passage to extensor carpi radialis longus, extensor carpi radialis brevis. So first 3 compartments are to the thumb, 1, 2 and 3. Fourth compartment to the index finger and to the digits. Fifth compartment to little finger, sixth compartment medially. So fourth compartment to the index finger is extensor indicis. Now to the digits, that is third and fourth digits, it is extensor digitorum. Next to the little finger, it is fifth compartment. But in the fourth compartment, we have 2 more structure which passes through it, a artery and a nerve. So what is the artery which passes through the fourth compartment? It is anterior interosseous artery. So this anterior interosseous is a branch of common interosseous, which is a branch of ulnar artery. And the nerve is posterior interosseous nerve. This is a deep branch of radial nerve. This fourth compartment is important in case of spotters and viva. So usually the question will be the structure passing through the fourth compartment of extensor retinaculum. And the fifth compartment is to the little finger, extensor digiti minimi. And to the sixth compartment, we have extensor carpi ulnaris. So out of 12 muscles in the extensor compartment, 7 are superficial and 5 are deep. Now let's first talk about the deep muscle. What are the 5 deep muscles? So the 5 deep muscles are, now let's go back to the extensor compartment muscles. The first compartment, third compartment. So the 2 muscles in the first compartment, and this third compartment muscle, and the muscle which goes to index finger, that is only extensor indicis from the fourth compartment. These muscle forms deep muscle of the extensor muscles, plus one more muscle, supinator. So the deep muscles are, it starts with supinator, abductor pollicis longus, extensor pollicis brevis, extensor pollicis longus, and extensor indicis. So now what are the superficial muscle? It starts with alphabet A and B. A for anconeus, B for brachioradialis. And rest of the muscles, second compartment, remaining muscle in fourth, fifth, and sixth compartment. So it is extensor carpi radialis longus and brevis, extensor digitorum from the fourth compartment, extensor digiti minimi from the fifth compartment, and extensor carpi ulnaris from the last compartment. So these are the deep and superficial muscles. Now moving on to hand muscles. In hand we have 20 muscles. What are those 20 muscles? Here on the thenar side we have 4 muscles. On the hypothenar side 4 muscles. Then we have a small muscle which is attached to the tendon of flexor digitorum profundus, and this small muscle is called lumbricals. We have 4 lumbricals, and there are 4 palmar interosseous muscle and 4 dorsal interosseous muscle. So what are the muscles in the hand? 4 thenar muscles, 4 hypothenar, 4 lumbricals, 4 palmar interosseous, and 4 dorsal interosseous. So totally we have 20 muscles in the hand. Now what are these thenar muscles? So the muscle which forms thenar eminence is only 3 muscle, abductor pollicis brevis, flexor pollicis brevis, opponens pollicis. We have one more muscle on the thenar side, which is adductor pollicis. On the hypothenar side, we have abductor digiti minimi, flexor digiti minimi, opponens digiti minimi, and we have a muscle here called palmaris brevis. Okay. Okay, then we have four lumbricals, 4 plus 4 palmar and dorsal interosseous. So what is the nerve of hand? It is ulnar nerve, because out of 20 muscle it supplies 15 muscles. As it supplies intrinsic muscles of the hand, it forms fine movements, so it is called musician's nerve. Remaining 5 muscles are supplied by median nerve. What are those muscles? Abductor pollicis brevis, flexor pollicis brevis, opponens pollicis, first and second lumbricals. These 5 muscles are supplied by median nerve. Rest of all the muscles are supplied by ulnar nerve. Third and fourth lumbricals, 4 plus 4 palmar and dorsal interosseous, hypothenar, and one muscle from the thenar side, that is adductor pollicis. This is about the muscles present in the hand. Now let's talk about the nerves, median nerve, ulnar nerve, axillary nerve and radial nerve in our next video. Thank you.